Now let's talk about how to begin to de-escalate those cycles. And we're going to use an acronym, CALM, calm, to remember the 4 parts of this de-escalation process. It begins with C, catch the cycle. This is where we are paying attention to the evidence that we are in a cycle. So it's good to learn the early signs of escalation. Some of the early signs that are most available to us are our own physical, behavioral, and interpersonal signs. So how we are feeling physically. So not only are we learning the early signs of escalation, but we can name it internally. We can say, "Ooh, we are in the loop," or "We are approaching the loop." That's something we can say to ourselves to catch the cycle, to see it as early as possible in the process so that we can do something about it. Okay, so that's C, catch the cycle. A, we want to acknowledge the emotion. We want to name the feelings. Again, name our own feelings. I'm starting to get frustrated, or I'm not understanding why this is so difficult, or I don't see why this has to be such a problem right now. So we're naming our feelings. I'm sad, I'm disappointed, I'm confused, I'm worried. Those can be the emotions we're talking about. But even more important than the emotions that we are expressing, we can name the emotions for the other person. We can say, "It seems like this is a surprise to you." So we name the feelings. We also validate before correcting. So we say, "Yeah, I can see how that would be really disappointing." So we validate, we demonstrate, "Yeah, I can see how that would be something you would feel." Now, quick side note, validation is not the same as agreeing. Sometimes we worry, if I validate their feelings, you're really jealous of your brother because he gets to do this and you don't. You think this is unfair because there's a different rule for him than there was for you. We are afraid if we validate that, it's the same as saying, "I agree with you. I think it's unfair too." But that's not true. We can say, "You think it's unfair. You're very unhappy about this because it feels unfair to you." We can say that even if we are absolutely comfortable with what's happening, but we're demonstrating an appreciation of what they're going through. That's what validation is. Next one is L. We lower the intensity. We slow down. We may decrease the pace of our speaking. We may reduce our volume and the number of words we're saying. Can you feel that even as I've done that, I've slowed down my voice, I've reduced my volume, I'm not using as many words, that lowers the intensity. That allows everything to kind of settle. We may have to regulate our own body. We may have to sit down. We may have to take a deep breath, let the tension on our shoulders relax. All right, M. We move toward connection and teaching. What will you do now? So this helps us develop the situation as it was, learn from it, and then use this as a foundation for building what we want to do next.